Good evening. We're back. We're back with our handicaps preview for the festival next week, and we're live. Hopefully some of you will have had a chance to watch our graded races preview, which we recorded on Monday night. Thanks to all those who got involved, asked questions and commented and so on. Similar format tonight. Any questions, any tips, any comments, get involved, and we'll try to reference them whenever we can. Before further ado, a big thank you to our sponsors, that'sagoal.com. Remember to check out their site. They'll have free bets, all the free bets that are available from different bookies and so on next week during festival week. And also they'll be providing their own write-up on each of the 4 days. So worth a good look over at that'sagoal.com. So we've got Jonny, Alex and Ian so far. And there's a rumours are abound that Matty Luke could be joining us in about 5 minutes. So
oh yeah!
My God!
Right on cue.
Uncle Fester's here.
Look at that.
He's just finished
How
his
you doing,
chips.
Matty?
That kid can't be asked, but I said I'd come on for you. So.
Good man.
Well, thanks for coming on, mate.
Happy as ever, Matty.
Alex, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, very good. Thanks, OJ. These are my favourite races at the festival. I know a lot of people love those Grade 1 races where you get 2-to-1 prices, but give me a handicap every day of the week.
Yeah, love it, love it. Coffee jars shaking, ready for you tonight. Jonny, all good?
Yeah, all good. One more day at work and then a nice week off, or over a week off actually. So yeah, great time to be alive, isn't it?
Excellent. Excellent. And Bossman's on the verge of explosion. He's so excited about next week.
You know, I've been fuming all day today, OJ. I've been fuming.
Oh, yeah, confirmations didn't go your way.
Oh, everything. Monica wasn't declared, and then there was rumours of Old School Outlaw drifting like a barge, and a couple of others didn't get declared. Oh, Christ's sakes, I've had to write everything again. All my notes, might as well put in the bin. I might have calmed down.
Good man, good man. Okay, boys, so we can look at the handicaps. Obviously, we've had confirmations today for day one, which now has 4 handicaps, doesn't it? So we're getting rid of quite a few of them where we know which horses have been confirmed, obviously not declared yet. So yeah, we'll jump straight into it. Ian, get your finger on the button. Tuesday, 2:40. Fred Winter. Jonny has requested that we come to him last for the plate. So, I know he's got one that he's quite keen on in here, so we'll go to Jonny first.
Yeah, obviously he kept his entry today, still in the Triumph as well. So it'd probably be my number one choice as we stand now, and that's Winston Jr. Obviously, highlighted him last week in our handicap video. Obviously, has a bit of course experience where he finished second in December. The winner looked really good that day, but then he went on to Rompome at Ascot, really improved, didn't come off the bridle. Looked every inch another winner in waiting, I think. He just improved every single run. So, yeah, Winston Jr. for me. The other one I'd probably sort of have a little each way on as well is Munsif. If Winston Jr. doesn't go, I think of the Irish ones, he could still have a little bit up his sleeve. He's obviously a Charles Burns horse, isn't he? So if you watch the money on the day, eye-catching run at Nace behind Highland Crystal there. And the one who finished behind him fourth that day, that Kilmeaden, I noticed he was pulled out today or scratched. He ended up with 133. Well, Munsif only got 126. Yeah, Munsif beat him that day. So, yeah, a bit funny at the weights there. So definitely keep an eye on Munsif. But Winston Jr. is my first choice.
Lovely, like that, Jonny. And interestingly enough, just before we came on, we were in a WhatsApp group. We had Mike Cattermole on doing a Q&A. And I asked him what his most visually impressive performance of the season so far was. And he said Winston Jr. at Ascot straight away.
Thumbs up for that.
He seemed pretty keen, so yeah, a little backing for you. And Munsif, I'm pretty sure Jamie Wren's keen on Munsif, hasn't he? Has been all season. Ian?
Yeah.
Right, OJ, I've got a lovely tri-cast for you. Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Straight into it.
Right, okay. Right, I'll pre-warn everybody. This might be a bit long-winded, but here goes. The horse I like first is Glen's Glen for Joseph O'Brien. And I will say the last 6 of the last 8 runs of this race have either been won by Gordon Elliott, or Joseph O'Brien. And you said earlier, OJ, some of the top weights have come out. So all the horses have gone up £2. So we'll start with Glen to Glens, who was well beaten by Barbazon in a maiden hurdle at Navan. You see, Danny Mullins was a bit easy that day. Well beaten again by Quinta de Logo in a maiden at Punchestown, and then beat Ole Ole in a maiden at Cork. Now, the other one I like as well, again, all these three are all intertwined, is Quinta de Logo for Jesse Harrington, who won an Academy hurdle at Cork, then won a maiden hurdle at Punchestown. With some of these Fred Winter horses, you'll notice that they obviously have form with the Triumph Hurdle horses. He ran into Narciso Has at Leopardstown and then ran into Proactive and Macho Man, and Proactive is the current favourite for the Triumph Hurdle. Now, the TriCast, to intertwine the other one, as I said, is Barbazon. Barbazon is trained by Gordon Elliott, former flat horse with JJ Murphy, on a maiden hurdle at Navan, and again bumped into Narciso Has twice, beaten at Leopardstown at Christmas, and then again at the DRF behind Selm Deveri and Mange 2. So they all intertwine. That's your TriCast, everyone. Glen to Glen, Barbazon, Quinta de Logo. And I will say, one of the reasons why I've picked these three is because 10 of the last 12 winners of the Fred Winter had at least one win over hurdles. All three of them have won. So, a bit long-winded, but that's your TriCast. I prefer Glen to Glen to win, but reverse forecast and TriCast, OJ. There you go.
There we go, lovely. Not like you to be long-winded, Ian. We
No,
must
not
also say as well that Ian's... It's a bit of an in-joke, the old TriCast thing. Ian doesn't I don't know whether Ian genuinely thinks the TriCast is the best bet, but... Okay, Alex, Ian mentioned Barbie's on there. That's one you told me to keep an eye on for this.
Yeah, very keen on him. I mean, he meets a lot of the trends. I mean, you want something that's won in the season, as Ian mentioned. Irish trained horses have had the run of this, really, and something sort of rated between, I think, the low 120s to 134-ish, and he's in that. Current rating 134 over hurdles is what he'll be running off in this. He was 101 on the flat, which I believe is the best of these. And to me, that shows there's plenty more still to come. He did win first time out, and then as Ian mentioned as well, he had 2 runs then behind Narciso Has. To me, if you'd want to hide a horse's ability, that's what you'd do. You'd run them behind something that's a bit of a weapon. So I think he's a smashing price, personally. I know a lot of people will say, oh, he's carrying a lot of weight, but there have been so many horses over the last few, well, I say the last few years, probably over the last 10 years that have been sort of 137, 134. Like it's sort of, there have been sort of mid to high 130s that have won this race. So I'm not too concerned about the weight.
Yeah, 11 of the last 12 winners have been between 125 and 139.
So yeah, he's banging there rating wise, and
go.
like I said, with that flat rating of 101, he should have loads more to come.
25-1. Oh, great way to kick it off. Matty, have you had a chance to have a look at anything here?
No.
Matty really fancies Barbazon as well, don't you, Matty?
No worries.
I do like Barbazon, but I haven't had a chance to look into it properly, only because I've heard you speak about it quite. Yeah, like I said, I've not had a chance to look at a lot, so don't expect a lot of input from me.
That's fine, Matty. That's fine.
A lot of people like Hammett, OJ.
Just shout when you're excited. Sorry,
I did have a nice little sleep on
in the comments. A lot of people in the comments like Ames.
Okay, I missed the comments there, sorry.
Yeah, James Owen.
Interesting. Okie dokie. We move on to the Ultimate then, Ian, please. 320. And, Galper's an expert on this race.
I think I used to be good at this race, OJ, but I've not had the winner the last couple of years, so maybe my streak's gone. I was really keen on a horse for this race. I was really keen on Fergal O'Brien's indoor, but he's not running. And then I sort of went through all the runners again, realised I hated a lot of the horses in the race, and I have come down on one though. I have come down on a horse of Ollie Murphy's called Booster Bob. If you scroll down, he's a bit further down, quite a nice little each way price. There he is, number 18, 33-1. As I say, very much a sort of second choice for me at this stage. I think he's been ready for a step-up and chip for a while. I mean, you watch back his race from Newbury this time last year. He raced at the back over 2.5 miles. He was outpaced the whole way and absolutely flew home at the finish. He did have a run at Cheltenham early this season as well when he was 5th behind Donatia, who was fancied for the play, and also Jaguar, who's favourite for this. The form of his win in November as well is working out really well. The horse that was 3rd has won twice, and the horse that's 4th has won as well. Like I said, it's a bit of a speculative each way shout, but he definitely holds his chances.
Love that, Alex.
I agree.
Comment there, car crash of a race for me. I can't see who said it, but...
Chris Carr.
Okay.
Go on, Scotty. Up the French.
Scotty likes Booster Bob as well. Okay, Jonny.
Yeah, I had a good look into this at the weekend, and the one that I have come down on then is still in, which is good. It was his only entry, so it wasn't really a surprise. And that's the bigger price of the 3 JP horses, and that's Jonny Who. I was looking through all the trends, and he pretty much fits every single one. Obviously, he was second in the Muir last season off 140 when he looked the winner all over, but he just got pipped close home. He's gone I think he's £6 higher now, but his run behind Deep Cave last time at Ascot was pretty good, I thought. It looks like he's got a little bit up his sleeve still. He could end up being Grand National bound as well, but I mean, even if he wins this, he could still end up only on 150, 151 or something, so he could still go to the National, because you get quite a lot of some of the higher weights in the National winning these days. So I just can see him running a solid race. At 14s, is he? On bet 365, 14s. I mean, I did have Jaguar that written down and Maya Town written down, but Jaguar, I just don't think he'll stay. I don't know if it's just me or what, but, I might be totally wrong, but I just don't think he'll stay. Maya Town, last time out, was just piss poor, so I couldn't have him at all now with that run last time out. So Jonny Who, I think, is really solid each way bet.
I don't think Maya Town's run well at all this season.
No. I mean, surely that isn't a plot, because it's even too bad to be a plot, isn't it?
He's a lot higher than he was last year as well, isn't he, Maya Town?
So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jonny. Jonny Who for Jonny.
Yep.
Ian, there was a comment there about Imperial Saint, which I'm pretty sure was one that you were looking at. So, do you want to go next?
Can do. Before I start, I like what Johnny's saying. I've got Jonny Who down for the National as well. I think he could run a good race in the National. So Mersey Magic has stolen a bit of my thunder. One of my horses, excuse me, I do like his Imperial Saint for Hobson White, rated a 144. It's got a weight of 11.1. Callum Pritchard has already been booked on, so he is going to take 3 off. Had a couple of runs over the shorter distance. I think it was 5th behind Hitman at Aintree, 6th behind Glen Gooley at Cheltenham. And then when he stepped back up in trip at 3 mile 1, he won the Peter Marsh at Haydock, again with Callum Pritchard on. And he beat Confusion, he beat Maya Town and Jonny Who all in the race. The other one, kind of getting more into, I went to a preview last night and Ben Pauling was talking about handstands. Now I know he's the stereotypical class horse in the handicap. He is carrying 11 and 12. I don't think a top weight has won this race since 2017. Ben Jones is already booked on as well, but he was very bullish about this horse last night, and he's ran a couple of times at inadequate distance, beaten by Resplendent Grey and Protectorate, who's had a resurgence again this season, beaten by Grey Dawning in the Betfair Chase. He has had his wind done in December, so this will be his second run since then. So he's on the list as well. And we should probably mention, as it's a Henderson horse, and Mr. Naiad, Mr. Beck is very interested in Highland. I could kind of see that angle. He's been indifferent this season, and he's close to the mark that he won at Cheltenham previously, which I think was about 2024. So I've had a small play on him, but it's probably not one of my big fancies for this race. Imperial Saint is my big fancy, but I will go hands down each way as well.
Lovely. Thank you, Ian. Matty, anything in here to interest you?
Not particularly. I mean, I'd be probably willing to take an each way chance on the Old Boy Guard Your Dreams, around 50 to 1. That would be my only probably thing at the moment, mate. I know he fell in it last year at the first. He fell at the first last year, didn't he? I know he's gone up a little bit for his last win at Warwick, but he'd be the one that I'd be playing.
Plenty of course for Matty, isn't he?
Yeah, he's reliable, consistent. Old boy, isn't he?
Like you.
Lovely.
Have a comment for Emmys.
A bit like me, Alex. Yeah. Just unreliable at times, aren't I? Coming on here.
Cheers, Matty. Spot on. Okay, we'll move on to the plate. And Jonny can't wait to get stuck in here. Right then. Alex, you've been Madara for quite some time.
No, you come to me first. Been off, Ian.
Ian first, haven't I, if I'm going around? Go on, then. Make the case for
Yeah, I mean, I've been a fan for him a long time. I mean, I put him up on the channel when he was with Sophie Leach, and he ran in a few handicaps at Cheltenham, and then ended up going to the DRF and put him up that time as well. So I just think he's really talented. But I mean, I think he was a 5-year-old at the time, and he was going up against experienced sort of handicap chasers and performing really well. I had him down as a potential Ryanair horse in time. Hasn't quite worked out. He's had a few changing trainers, and he's had an injury as well. And he's still only a 7-year-old. As I say, I think he is like hugely talented. If you watch back that race at Kempton last time, he stayed on really well at the finish, and he wasn't really put in the race like too early at all. I think this has been the plan for a while. He is quite a short price, but I am very keen on him.
Yeah, fair play. It's been consistent level of support on it over the last few weeks.
It was quite funny watching the prices for this race after he ran at Kempton. I think before the race he was about 12s. Then he went out to about 14s, 16s, and then within about 5 minutes he was into about 8-1. So there was certainly an application of money from somewhere.
Yeah, he ran on very nicely. Okay, lovely. Thanks, Alex. Right, Ian, over to you now.
This is one of the races that are probably similar to Jonny that I've been fuming about today because one of the horses I really, really fancied to this race, Donica, wasn't declared or wasn't confirmed today, and that was part of one of my trends that the last 7 winners of the plate have won at Cheltenham the same season, which was Blazed Away, Donica, Glengooley, and Zurich. Now, I'm going to still put up Zurich. Probably, I'm trying to think. I think it's about 25-1 in a minute. Oh, he's 20-1 now. So he won here. What did he win? Oh, he won at Killarney first, and then he won it in the old course, beating Crystal Fortune and Double Powerful, and was then beaten by Jordan's Cross at Doncaster in December. Of course, has gone on to win at Trials Day at Cheltenham. I think. Oh, I'm trying to think. He's got. I'm not sure whether Darrow will ride this or Mikey O'Connor, because I think. He's got the Bromhead's got another one. He's got Down Mexican Way and he's got Beckett Rocks. I'm not quite sure who will be jocked up, but I just think that piece of form and some of the trends fits Zurich. And I know the guys with the finishing line are kind of involved in this race as this horse as well, and they like Zurich, so I'm sold with him. But yeah, he'll be my play at the minute. But yeah, Zurich 20-1.
Zurich for Ian. Matty. Anything here?
It was going to be Zurich until Ian confirmed his interest in it. I haven't had a chance to look, but I would have been drawn to Zurich. But I'll probably wait till the day, mate, and when I get a chance to have a proper look, I'm not just going to say a horse for the sake of.
No worries. And Jonny, made you contain your excitement up to this point?
Yeah, the two I had noted were both scratched today, and that was Jaguar, who's obviously going to the Ultima now, and Slade Steel. He's still got entries elsewhere, so I'll probably come on to him later. I just think Madara's a ridiculous price now at 4-1. I can't be putting something like that up, especially with his well, I don't know. I know Alex likes him and that, but I just think maybe we've seen what we've seen from him and that's it. But he might go and hose up by 20 lengths, who knows. The other one that's sort of, I'm not sure if he'll go here because I think he's entered in the Jack Richards. Is that Will the Wise? I think he's about 12-1. I think I'd be more interested in the other race than in the plate, to be honest, for that one. But it's on my radar for something along the line.
Sorry, OJ, before you move on, obviously if Guard Your Dreams goes here and doesn't go the Ultima, then I'll have a...
Lovely. What I noticed King of Kingsfield kept his entry in here. Where do you reckon he'll go?
Grand Annual. Better have to.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you go 2 mile.
Okay, right, we'll move on then to National Hunt Chase to finish off day 1, which I tried to include in the graded preview on Monday night until I was put right. Ian, you can kick us off here.
Can do. God, that's a big list. So Graham's just put his list on. Jesus Christ. Right, National Hunt Chase. Okay, so I've got a couple. First, my win fancy is Newton Tornado for the lovely Rebecca Curtis. It was confirmed just today that Sean Flanagan is going to ride Newton Tornado. Has won both his races over 3 mile this season at Bangor and Doncaster. Has got Cheltenham experience, but fell last time out. Again, ironically, as when Zurich won the race, and was second behind Diva Luna on the new course in January 2025. So it's got course form now. He's from a Cocorico who has produced Coco Beach and Julius de Pitton to have won 3 miles. So I can't see that being any issues with regards to the long distance. The other one I should shout out, Scotty Rudds put me onto this horse right at the beginning of the season. I think another one has been entered into about 1,000 races, and it's the Enabler. I know he hasn't won at 3 mile yet. His breeding suggests he could stay. He's from a walk in the park, and his dam comes from a Fleming's Firth. So there's a few form lines as well of various distances. Third at Punchestown in the beginner's chase, which Kidsball won, who then went on to win the Corto Star. Second was Kate Dorothy, who beat Western Fold and Final Demand at the DRF. He then won a novice chase at Ferryhouse. Was also beaten by Capper Pike, who again is kind of fancied for the Arkle to pick up some of the pieces. And Jacob's Ladder was second in that race and has won twice since. And they ran over 3 miles on heavy ground at Nace, beaten by Argento Boy, who was favourite for this race originally, but got taken out because the rankings were too high. And one that Alex put me on to was Boss of the Brownies, who was second. But unfortunately, Mouse Morris has pulled him out because of the weight. So there'll be my 2, OJ. So Enabler each way, Newton Tornado to win.
Thank you, Ian.
I like how Ian put up 2
Alex,
horses, but then also put up 2 other ones that he couldn't put up. Good work, that Ian.
Yeah, we're gonna have to move him along.
Yeah, tell him off, OJ.
We're gonna have to keep.
I'm very keen on Back Me or Sack Me. I've put him up a few times over the course of the season. I was really keen on him at Christmas when he got really badly sort of not pampered, but the false start and the standing start didn't do him any favours. And then I put him up at the DRF when he duly hosed up. Like I say, he ran really well that day, and that was over an inadequate trip for him. That was over 2.5 miles. There are some people I've seen online saying he won't stay the trip, which I think is absolute nonsense. If you watch back his race at Cheltenham in October, he was absolutely flying at the end over 3 mile 2. He was a novice then up against experienced chasers as well. I think he's an absolutely smashing bet, and I'm definitely going to be doubling up with him with Madara. It's not usually like me to back favourites in handicaps, so the fact that I'm doing 2 in a row is pretty, yeah. I've got to back up. I've got to double them up.
It's not like you. But liking that, liking the strength of feelings. Thank you, Alex. Okay, Jonny?
Yeah, I totally see where Alex is coming from on this favourite. And although he's not one I'll put up at this moment, I think he's more of a 4-1 favourite than Madara is any day of the week. And he's someone who I definitely have put in some multiples already for day one. But I'll pick a couple each way for this video. And the sort of 2 I mentioned last week in the handicap one that we went through. I still think Jericho Rock off 129 could be thrown in. Eye-catching last time out, as we all saw, on a really lowly mark. It's just whether he bounces, like I said before, on that performance after a bit of a layoff. But I think at 25s, is he? 25 to 1.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
He's got to be worth a stab at that price. And the other one's my old favourite, Will Do, who's got absolutely bags of experience for this race, probably maybe the most in the race. Third in it last season off 132. He's still only 137. He is still a maiden, which I keep saying over and over again. But I just think in this sort of race, you do need a little bit of experience, and I think he's sort of tailor-made for this sort of race, and he's ran well in big hands before. I just think he's a massive price. And why would Gordon come here again and enter him in this race again? He must think he's got a chance. So Jericho Rock and Will Do each way for me in that one, both at big prices.
Like that, Jonny. I must say with Jericho Rock, because I think it's got a Kim Muir entry as well.
Yes.
But that last run at Ascot, considering he hadn't run for, I think, was it near enough a year or so on, he just seemed to keep on finding.
Yeah,
and
he
staying
did.
on, where you would expect after a run like that maybe for him to drop away quicker, but
you would.
It was very eye-catching.
I'm sure Alex will be on him.
Johnny slated me for putting up a horse the other year when I said he seemed thrown in when he hadn't won a race in 7. Jericho Rock's not won one in
Will hasn't won one in about
I
15.
think the horse you put at Matty hadn't won any of his 20 chase starts. He was a pot though.
Yeah.
Still hasn't won since, mate. Don't worry about it.
Go on then, Matty. Anything in here? Nope. No worries.
OJ.
Right.
You
So
can't
we'll
put up
move
another
on.
horse, Ian.
OJ.
See Wednesday.
No. Right, got a message. This is going to pop up. This is from a good judge, Judge Pottage. Now, Mr. Beck noticed this horse as well. Holokia, well overpriced at 40 to 1. A ran at Cheltenham said they both have said about this because, as the fella says, was in this race, was third, has come out and won since, and the Jukebox Kid, who's come out and won as well, is well fancied for the Irish national. So he's, I think, 40 to 1 and get 51 in places. So it's quite interesting that Paul Beck's seen this and the judge has noticed it as well.
Lovely.
Would you be keen on backing a horse that pulled up on his last run, though, going into...
Maybe, yeah.
It's just a thing.
Here's your handicap, though.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Sorry,
Thank you,
OJ,
Judge
go on.
Pottage. Okay, we're moving on to Wednesday and the newly named Bet MGM Cup, I believe, is it now? The Coral Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I can find the bloody thing. There it is.
Here we go.
On here.
Okay, back round to you, Johnny.
Yeah, after a couple of rank outsiders, I'm actually going back to the favourite for this one. That's Stormheart. Again, I've been through a lot of the trends and stats and that, and he fits a hell of a lot of them. He won a Grade 3 last time out, and that was at the back of a win at Limerick as well. He's rated 151, so he's going to be at the high end of the weights, but I think he could be the class angle in this race. I did look back through some of his back form as well. I noticed that he had one on heavy quite a lot, but he has one on good when he was in France. So hoping that if it is a drying ground, that it won't inconvenience him in too much. But I think he's 15 to 2-ish at the moment. So, I still think there's a little bit of juice in that price. I still also like the Nurse as well. I always like Nurse Susan, and I think the race will be run to suit. So I'll have a few shekels each way on Nurse Susan as well. But it's rare that an 8-year-old wins this type of race. You normally get younger horses. So Stormheart's the one.
Lovely. Nurse Susan, go in here, or she had an entry. Was she?
Well, she's in, isn't she? And the Pipe. So, and the Mares.
She's in 28 races currently, isn't she, Johnny?
Entries all over.
She is, yeah. So, yeah,
Really?
I'll few quid each way on her.
Thank you, Johnny.
I think Ian might be happy with this because I'm going to put up a Hendo horse. I think Jinko Blue is a cracking bet. Did go chasing last season, but now back over hurdles. I think that run in the Relkeel last time was really eye-catching. Cabral de Matan, who won that day, is being talked about as a Stayers hurdle winner. He was second that day, and then Lucky Place was third, and he's a 151 hurdler. That puts him bang there in terms of form-wise. He just pretty mentally still the price he is. I did read that they were looking at potentially trying to get him into Pertemps after that race, but they didn't because they had a little bit of a setback. I don't think that's too much of a concern for me. The fact that he can stay 3 miles is only going to help him in a 2-mile 5 race. Currently, actually £7 lower over hurdles than he is over his chasing markers for over handicaps. Should be well in. I think he's a really nice each way price.
Lovely. Like that, Alex. Thank you, sir. This race will still be called the Coral for years. Yeah,
It will be.
Pretty sure on that, Judge. Okay, Ian, round to you.
Right. You'll be pleased to know that I'm not going to say that much.
Short.
Yeah, very short, because the two horses I liked are the ones that Johnny said, Stormheart, Nurse Susan. I don't need to add much else because Johnny said it all. But yeah, they are my two.
Ian, you know that Hendo's got 2 horses in this race, don't you?
Thank you, Ian.
3 horses, actually.
I know he's got Jinko Blue. Who's the other one?
And
Birica
Lord.
Lord. I think he won his race last time. I don't know. But yeah, not on the list, Alex.
Okay, Mr. Luke, anything catch your eye briefly?
The only one that I'll mention, because I'll try and have a closer look at it when I get a chance over the next few days, is Jump Allen for Willie Mullins. I think it runs off a mark of 133, carrying around 10.5. That's what it says at the moment. So you know that can change. If you want, I'm going to take a closer look at. So I'll say him at 20 to 1 at the moment. Each one.
Lovely. Jump Allen.
Very similar to that what Jimmy Desoy done last year, wasn't it? With the First run of the season going straight into to the festival.
Yeah,
Looks
it's
a
just something
way.
I'll indulge over the next few days.
Well, Scotty likes that, Matty. Good shout. Right, okay, we'll move on. We're 35 minutes in. Not going too bad, boys. Not going too bad. 320 cross country. I have to come to Alex. Alex's
I do, OJ. I love the cross country. I think it's great.
Before we go on to it, because you'd said that the ground is drying out pretty fast at the moment, and then I saw somewhere that there's rumours they may even water.
I mean,
What
it's
about
not
the
rained for
cross-country?
ages, so
What's
normally
the
once it
cross-country
rains, the
course
water
like?
sort of moves onto the cross-country course, so it stays wetter for longer. But, I mean, we've had no rain really for the last 2 weeks. It's been sort of bright and sunny today, plenty of wind. There's a little bit of rain forecast, I think, at the end of the week, but nothing mental from what I've seen. I think it was
So
good
you'd
to
say
soft
that
on the
the
cross-country course
is
currently,
probably
so...
the same as
But any kind of downpour and it just stays wet, so...
Lovely. Excellent.
So I
Right,
wanted to take
go on then.
the two at the top of the market because I mean both carrying a lot of weight when you compare to some of the ones a bit further down, and I've got two speculative shots. So firstly, previous Cheltenham winner. Scroll down a bit further, Ian. Well,
Yep.
Been off West Ham. You're on a
John,
Cheltenham
give
preview.
messages about West Ham in a minute. Sorry.
Keep going. I don't care. Number 7, Pied
He's been
Piper.
chalked off. Sorry, Alex. Go on.
Lost his way a little bit this season, but he has got a brilliant record at Cheltenham, never been out the first 3. Hoping the cross country can sharpen him up as it's done for so many horses in the past. 25s, I think, is a bit of a joke for a horse as good as him. And then the other one I'm going for is a bit speculative as well. If you scroll the other way, back up. Number 8, the French horse, Caradas. French raider by David Cotin, who trained Easyland to win this race. Won a couple of grade 3s over in France before unseating in a grade 2. Low weight as well, carrying 10 stone 7 at the moment as it stands. Fresh legs, 6-year-old, complete unknown, but I'm happy to give it a chance. I saw she was also entered in the mare's chase as well, but apparently this is where they're looking to go. So, yeah, those two for me, please, OJ.
Love that, Alex. I'm pretty sure you may have stolen Johnny's thunder with Pied Piper. Go on, John.
Yeah, I mean, the two I've got noted, I don't take a huge betting interest in this race, but Favre Deschamps do for obvious reasons. He'll be in a few multiples and that. He's a bit short to back now as a single. And Pied Piper was on my list as well. I obviously backed him for the Ultima and the Plate, I think, non-runner, no bet. So I've had that money packed this morning from his scratchings. So I'll probably have a little stab on him in this. Like Alex said, it might just sharpen him up a little bit. So
Scotty say he doesn't stay, but they go at such
banks.
a crawl in this race. I don't think it really matters if you're a 3-mile stayer or not. Most of them get the trip anyway, normally. Unless it's really bad.
No, I won't worry about it. Yeah, won't worry about it. Yeah, agree.
Lovely. Thank you, boys. Ian?
Not much else to add. I'm on the Favre Deschamps due train as well. If you say Phil here on the course, he was very impressive on trials day. Maybe if you want to go each way, you can maybe look at the Goffer. I think he's had a few runs over the banks at Punchestown. Under orders maybe a price as well at 10 to 1. With Cromwell, he won here. Was it October or November for the cross country meeting there? So probably they'll be my each way plays. But I do like Favre Deschamps, and I think the £5 he's got could be quite telling.
Okay, thank you, Ian. Matty, I'm relying on you. I'm relying on you to come up with mine here now.
There's a couple that I will sort of have a little play on. I'm surprised. I know Alex put this also. Was it the last two? And he was very, very short.
Race, Matty.
And that's Jerive de Lest, is it?
Yeah, he's too far out of the handicap. They won't be allowing to run.
Won't get him.
That's where they're looking at either They were looking at the Kim Muir, but apparently he's going for the Midlands National now. Otherwise, I'd put him up.
Right, fair enough. And I'm assuming then Escaria 10 won't get in if that's okay.
9-1, yeah. Might probably will be the same, Matty.
Yeah, I'll shut up.
It's only because of Stumptown, isn't it? Where Stumptown's weight so high, it knocks loads of things out.
Get on Jerive de Lest on Saturday, a week on Saturday in the Midlands National then, Al. Okay, so yeah, none of you like Vanillier then, stuff yeah.
You could put him up, OJ.
OJ.
Ran out last time, didn't he?
I could double his odds if I put him up, couldn't I? 7 to
There you go.
out to about 16s.
Vanilla munching the magic carrots.
Who said that?
1981.
Garrison Savannah.
Okay, Garrison Savannah, get it.
Allegedly.
Plenty of carrots next
No, I
week.
do. I really like Vanillier.
Especially in the Gold Cup, Judge.
Okay, right. We move on. What are we on to? Grand Annual and Ian, is it? Yeah, you can take us away.
Yeah, you want me to go? Okay.
Away you go.
So
Keep
you
it
probably
short.
see
Keep it short.
Okay, I'll be as short as I can. I should mention Jazzy Matty. So I know he's 2 for 2 at the festival. He's had I know Alex had probably explained. He's had a hurdles campaign this season. I don't think he's run over fences since the Galway Plate in July. But you still need to. What's he got a mark? 11-2-1-4-3. I know not many horses, if it's ever happened, have won the Grand Annual back to back, but it's one you probably need to consider at 12-1. A horse I do like is another Ben Pauling one, which is Van der Poel. Beaten by lump sum in the beginner's chase at Uttoxeter. Jax Jr. was second, who has gone on to win a Class 1 and Class 2 chase. It's got up £13 since that run. It was also second to Noble Park, one of our horses, OJ at Lingfield, who again has won again at Newbury recently at the weekend. Van der Poel was beat Stencil in December. Stencil again has come out and won at Chepstow in January, beating Juby Ball. He probably will prefer a bit of better ground, but Van der Poel I think will be my main shout in this. It's currently 10-1.
Lovely. Thanks for that, Ian. Jonny?
Yeah, I had quite a long short list for this race, actually. I was surprised when I started going through it. And obviously Jazzy Matty was on there as well, as well as Ryan's Rocket, who I've already backed. But for this, I've gone elsewhere. I'm probably shocked at myself for this as well, for putting this one up as well. I think it's another 25-1 shot. And that's King of Kingsfield. Now, everyone's going to go, what the hell are you putting that one up for? But if you just look at, again, it's a bit trends-based, this. He literally fits every single one. I think that Gordon's been messing about with him all season. He hasn't looked right at all. He just looks like he'll come in and be a perfect candidate for this type of race. We've seen it happen before several times. He's got course experience. He's on a good mark. He's not been put up by the handicapper. I just think at 25-1, he's a knocking each way price. He's still in the Plate and the Jack Richards as well. But I'm just hoping he sticks to 2 miles because that's what he looks like to me, really. If he gets a good pace in this, it'll suit him down to the ground. And they normally go off like scalded cats in the Grand Annual, so it should suit him.
Didn't he win early season and then run a couple of times?
Yeah.
At Cheltenham and
Yeah.
It was everyone.
Ran a couple of times.
He ran a little below par, didn't he?
Yeah.
I just think his mark's been protected, to be honest with you. I'll be straight up,
Yeah, go with that. Come on, Alex.
Jazzy Matty for me. Ian's already put a good case up for me. So, like he said, last year's winner only won running over fences once since the Grand Annual last year, as he said. Trainer comments this has been the plan for the season. He did have a run at Cheltenham early this year when he was 5th to Friendship. Bowen's on fire racing that race as well. A load of the horses that day. People say you can't win this back to back. I mean, look at Unexpected Party. He was the winner in 2024, and he was only just touched off by Jazzy Matty last year. So he was only a 6-year-old as well. So you think he's still entitled to improve on that, and he's still had a bit in hand. So yeah, Jazzy Matty for me.
Ooh, like it. Thank you, Alex. Matty, are you on the Jazzy Matty train?
I love the horse. I'll probably will back it. I'm going to take a punt on one further down if it gets in, and that'll be Golden Joy for Gordon Elliott, around about 33-1. Again, I'm not going to go too much into it because I haven't had a chance properly to look. That is one that has caught my eye. Do you think a strong pace will suit it? I think it finished second last time out to Jacob's Ladder at Leopardstown, if I'm correct. Yeah. 2nd of Feb. So I'll be having a closer look at Golden Joy over the coming days. Not a strong.
Love it. Thank you, Matty. Okay, another one off the list. We move on to Thursday. Thursday's racing, and with first handicap will be the Jack Richards novices, will it? I think.
Yep.
Thank you, Ian. Matty, I know there's one you like, Ian, although there's been rumours today that he won't be running here.
Fuming. Fuming.
He better go to the Browns.
Fuming.
You want him in the Browns, Matty?
I want Cocktail Divin in the Browns.
Oh, they are then. I think there's pretty much... Isn't that what's been said today?
He said unless it rains, he will go Browns. If it does rain, he'll come here.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Pops
He talking from a pocket point of view. I want him to go the Browns, but if he goes here or back.
Lovely.
Yeah, really keen on 2 in this, OJ, and I was hoping to put at 1, but I just can't split them. First one's towards the bottom of the handicap, that's Juby Ball, one of my horses to follow for the season. Yeah, been really steadily improving all year, and he took a step up when stepped up to 2 mile 3 as well last time. I mean, you look at his RPRs, 125, 129, 134, then 140, so clearly he's still on the upgrade, and to me, he's still well ahead of his handicap mark. Never run at Cheltenham, but has run a few times at Chepstow, so I wouldn't be concerned that the course wouldn't suit him. I just think he's super talented. Does need a couple to come out, but I think he will get into the race, and he is a very backable each-way price. The other one is very opposite profile. He's at the top of the handicap, and top of the price is 6 Mile Bridge. I think he's an absolutely belting horse. If you watch how he jumped in the Scilly Isles, it just sort of tells you everything you need to know about him. I think he could be a real top 3 mile chaser in time as well. At the moment, sort of this intermediate trip I think is perfect for him. At Cheltenham the time before, he came up against Caliphate Envol. That horse is rated 141 now. 6 Mile Bridge gave him £5 and absolutely battered him. Runs well at the course. To me, he is that typical, that graded horse in a handicap. And you can prove he's the graded horse in a handicap because he already won a graded 1. So can't argue with that fact. So they're two for me, OJ.
Certainly not. Certainly not. Nice case made. And yeah, Juby Ball, as you said, was one of yours to follow at the start of the season, and last run was probably the most impressive.
He's certainly improved for that step up. Yes. So yeah, very, very keen on him.
So, yeah, lovely. Love that, Alex. Jonny?
Yeah, this is one that I mentioned earlier, but he got scratched this morning. And I'm actually going against a few of the trends on this one. But this is his only entry now, so I've kind of got no choice, and that's Slade Steel. It's more of a gut feeling with this horse. I just think better than he's actually shown so far over fences. He was obviously a lot highly rated over hurdles. He's won here in the past at the festival. I just fancy him to go well. He's sort of between 8 and 10 to 1, so he's just on the cusp of an each-way price, but he's a sort of horse that I'll definitely be putting in me each-way Yankees, etc. on the day. Henry can just get him ready for this type of race, can't he? So he always has a couple of winners. So, yeah, I think he'll go well. The other one that I quite like is Jordan's Cross. I think he's still in there. Again, he's had some good form this season as well. Yeah, I just think he's got a good chance. Won at course and distance, hasn't he, as well? So I think he'll be another one. I'll probably back those two against the field.
And of course, you'll be saving Kim Rock for the Kim Muir. Okay, thanks, Jonny. And Ian, finally.
Yeah, I won't add too much because the guys have talked about it. So my pocket wants Cocktail Divin to come here. So I won't go into too much detail. So from what so Matty's shaking his head. So from what Henry's saying about, it looks like he's going to go for the 3 mile one. I'm not convinced, but that's just me. And the other two that if he doesn't run here, the two that the guys have mentioned, which is 6 Mile Bridge and in Jordan's Cross. So if Cocktail Divin goes to the 3 mile, they'll probably be the two that I play on the day.
And West Ham have just Ian.
Bollocks.
One that I do like, I like the horse, is Wingman. I know he's not won a race over fencing. He's run behind Final Demand over 2 mile 4, Predator's Gold over 2 mile 4. And finished second behind Kate Dorothy back in January over 2 mile 6. I'll be keen on having a play on him if he stays around that price.
Love that up, Matty. All right, thank you, boys. We move on. Where are we? Pertemps. Oof.
Which race is that? 4 o'clock.
Oh, no, it's
4:40.
It's 4 o'clock now. Yeah.
Moved them all around, didn't they?
Supremely West, pretty strong at the head of the market and very well fancied by a lot of people. But what do we think? Ian, go on, you can kick us off.
Well, I've had to have a rethink of mine because I liked the two Ollie Murphy horses, which was Long Draw and Active Authority. Sadly, Long Draw is injured and the other horse is going for the Martin Pipe. So not very original, but having read a lot of the stats and everything, it looks like Supremely West is going to be my pick. I know he's 92 and probably all the value is gone. But if you look at the race at the qualifier at Cheltenham in October, Shan 2 has won and has won every race at Cheltenham since this season. Very lively contender for the stayers. Marchand 2 has gone up £25 since that race. Electric Mason was second, has won a Class 1 at Haydock and gone up £11. Supremely West has gone down 2. And you look at the Electric Mason's 12 to 1. So I think, or worked it out, I think Electric Mason's got to find about a stone on Supremely West. And the other one is a Gigginstown horse, is Staffordshire Knot. It sounds like Jack Kennedy's going to ride. He's got a 11.7152, so up the top of the market. I wouldn't be too worried about the weight. So horses like Doddy the Great and Side de Burley, third win of all won with higher weights, and he won the Boyne Hurdle last time out. So they will be my 2. So Staffordshire Knot each way, and Supremely West to win 9-2.
Lovely, strong case made. Thank you, Ian. Johnny.
Yeah, well, really, we shouldn't bother with this race, and just when we see the declarations, just see which one's got a tongue tie on, isn't it? Isn't that the
Yeah.
Like 9 of the last 10 winners have all had the tongue tie, which is absolutely madness. But it just seems that I got the winner last year because of that. Like, I wasn't sure, and I noticed Doddy had one on and shoved him in the bet. So, yeah, that's definitely a thing to check anyway. With joking apart. Also, a lot of the higher rated horses seem to tend to win this, don't they? I think 12 out of the last 15 winners were rated 1, 3, 8 and up. And there's not that many. I think there's only 5 horses which are 1, 3, 8 and up. So that probably get broken this year, I would think. Supremely West is obviously a big player, and I've already got him covered. But I'm not going to put him up in such a competitive handicap as this at 4 to 1. The 2 I've got, Ian's already made the case for one of them, and that's Staffordshire Knot. Could end up top weight if Impose Trois goes to the stayers. He's the class angle of the race.
Well, I was just about to say, surely.
Yeah.
I'll go stayers, won't he? You would.
Yeah. So I could see him being top weight, but that wouldn't, that wouldn't really bother me with the better horses winning this race. He may prefer it a little bit softer, perhaps. He might want a little bit more rain, because I think most of his wins have also been on heavy. So yeah, he would definitely be consideration for me. The other one, I've gone for something a bit lower down, and that's Yeah Man. He was only rated 123, but he got chinned £10 by the handicapper. But that's still £10 lower than his chase mark, so he might still have a little bit in hand over hurdles. Also, he was in that Leopardstown qualifier that tends to throw up a lot of winners in this race, so he could pop up. Cromwell normally comes good for the festival this time of year. So I think Cromwell's probably got a few well-handicapped horses this season, and I wouldn't be surprised if he had 1 or 2 winners at the festival. He's also one on good to yield in, so the ground wouldn't worry me if it did dry out more. So yes, Staffordshire Knot and Yeah Man for me.
Lovely. Like that, Johnny. Yeah, and agree, because Yeah Man was second, was he, in his qualifier?
I think he was behind Duke Silver.
Cromwell hadn't had a winner in about 50 entries or something.
Yeah, I quite like the horse that beat him that day, Duke Silver as well, but I can't put 3 up, so he was the one that missed out, unfortunately.
Okay, lovely. I'm finding it hard to concentrate, seeing as West Ham have scored.
All I need now City are winning as well.
Forest get an equaliser against City, and I may as well.
I'm trying.
There's a long way to go yet, OJ.
Right.
Yeah, another race I've got 2,
Alex,
OJ. I couldn't split them. So, first one, I really like the former Millennium Emperor. Started off the season over the intermediate trip looking like he needed further. Then ran over 2 miles 6 and was second to that Espresso Milan, who I know that some people are quite keen on for the Bartlett. Next time out, he came over to the UK to get qualified for this race, which I thought was quite a smart decision, getting the British mark early. Currently, he's £1 out of the handicap, but as the guys have said, Impose Trois is likely to be a non-runner, so he should be in the low 10-stone region. Hoping to see a tongue strap added, as Jonny mentioned as well. Tongue strap's great record in this race. Then the only other one I give a chance to, a bit of a speculative one, a bit further down, if you keep scrolling, Mr. Rayner, Classic King.
Will do.
No, I've moved on. Ian's gone too far.
I thought you were keen on Kiki Joe as well.
Classic King, number 12.
Classic Pig.
Emma Lavelle, 33 to 1.
Oh, King.
He was 4th here in November. The winner of that race was French Ship, who's gone up £18. Second was Navajo Indy, who was really fancied for the Coral Cup. Third was Bowen's on Fire, who's gone up £17. He's down £1. I think he's got a really nice low rating, and I would be I wouldn't be surprised to see him run into the places. And at 33 to 1, which you can get at the moment, it's I think it's a nice bit of value.
Love that. Love that. Judge Pottage, there's a lot of people saying
Definitely need one for Ian.
Tongue strap. But we need one for Ian, Judge.
Tongue tie.
Or Ian.
Matty, anything?
No.
No worries if not. That's fine, that's fine. Right, we'll move on to the Kim Muir. And Jonny, you've been banging a drum here for a while. I'll kick off.
I mentioned this one last week in the video. Kim Rock, this is my main fancy in this race, and probably one of my main handicap fancies of the week. It's obviously been a big plunge on it over the last few weeks. I was put onto this a long time ago at 50s. It's now like 10s, is it? So
16's best there on the screen.
Yeah. Bet 10s, non-run and no bet. So whether that's a anti-post one, I don't know. But he's had the 2 course runs this season. Ran a good race at the DRF where he was eye-catching, and he just looks prime for this race, carrying probably a lowish side of the weight. I just think he'll probably have a decent pilot on him as well, which is very important in this type of race. I just think he'll have a belting chance. The other one is that I had written down, and I've been on a long time on this one, is our old favourite Jericho de Repenay. I'm not quite as keen on him, but I'm on at a decent price, so obviously got to let that run now. He might just well be the class horse in the field, like Nicky seemed to think he was at the beginning of the season. He might either win by loads or he might get tailed off. So yeah, we'll see. He'll probably have Derek O'Connor on, will he, with him being a JP horse? He's going to have a very capable pilot on there. But Kim Rock each way is the one for me.
Lovely, thank you, Jonny. Yeah, Jericho very short. What's Jericho now? About 4s?
About 4. Yeah, there's a lot of favourites at 4s, isn't there?
Very short.
5s now. It's got the 5 to 1.
Yeah, but we haven't got any odds on favourite. Well, I don't know.
No.
Maybe Fat's
I think there's 1. No, 2 now.
Does look pretty open festival. Okay, thank you, Jonny. Ian?
Right, mine will be quick again, because again, Jonny has picked my 2, Kim Rock and Jericho de Repenay.
Or have you picked Johnny's 2?
No, I might have picked his 2. Not much else to add to say. We've said it in a few videos that Nicky liked Jericho de Repenay. He's had a funny prep, 2 miles, 2.5 miles. It's now coming here, so as Jonny said, it looks like Derek O'Connor will be on. And Kim Rock 5th at the DRF, and straight after said he looks like Josie said he needs a step up. So there'll be my 2 as well with Jonny.
Okay, keep saying that Nicky likes Jericho. We're claiming that Nicky likes Jericho when he's getting interviewed.
That was his start. He said that was his start
like,
goals.
I haven't got a clue why this.
We saw the twinkle in his eye first hand, OJ, didn't we?
We did see a
twinkle in his eye.
I remember him saying, just forget that. All I remember, he said, forget that first run over fences, he said, because he was a lunatic on the day, wasn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Settle.
Yeah, I'm also on the Jericho de Repenay bandwagon, so I don't need to elaborate any further. I did see a comment flash up about asking about the number of runners in the Pertemps that had a tongue strap last season, tongue tie. I believe it was 4. It might have been 3.
Yeah.
4. Okay. Yeah, there we
4
go.
it was. Yeah, definitely 4.
4 out of 24. So there you are.
Lovely. Thank you, Al. Scotty's on Jericho de Repenay. Matty, anything?
Yeah, I thought he was going to go the Ultima, but obviously he's not. Heracles Westwood, around about 12 to 1. I've been keen on this for a while, so I'll be getting stuck in to 12. Gone up £2 for his latest one. Travels really well. This race will suit him. I was hoping he was going to go the Ultima, but obviously getting in here off that 137 mark.
Like that, Matty. Remember that, folks? Matty was definitely keen there. There was a twinkle in Matty's eye there.
There was.
Take note of that one. Right, thank you, gents. Okay, we're on to Friday, aren't we?
Yeah.
We've only got 2 handicaps on Friday now.
Yeah, I saw 4-1 to Chelsea.
Sorry?
Chelsea 4-1 up.
Thanks, Ian.
Don't make OJ cry.
Oh, Panic me then. Yeah, County Hurdle. Ian, I'm going to let you kick off because when we...
Oh, yes.
You had your twinkle in your eye, didn't you?
I did.
Before we started recording.
Yeah, we had a brief chat.
And I know where you're going.
Off
I had it written down as well.
Well, I'll mention the first horse to say it's quite obvious. So it's Mercia 6-1. I think everyone's found out the horse and see it's got a similar profile to Cargeese last year. Formed behind Talk the Talk, who won at the DRF. And was fourth behind Bones on Fire. A mark of 142. It looks like Town is likely to ride her. Now the other one we've mentioned before. Middle of the show, Phil has said about it. Welsh trained horse Celtic Dino, 25-1. A mark of 147. I think it's got a weight of 11.4. Let me just try and find him. There he is. So I think the gents OJ and Alex have spoke about this Welsh champion hurdle form. Exceeding second, won the Greatwood. I think he's got a chance for the champion hurdle, win the places. Willful was third, who won at Ascot. Listen to Your Heart, won a handicap at Windsor. Tutti Quanti won 2 races after at Newbury. Now been supplemented for the champion hurdle. Tor Overly won a Class 2 handicap and was then and then Celtic Dino was second behind Wadu at Ascot. It was a contender for the Mayor's Hurdle. Potter's Charm in that race was third, who's won twice since. And then you got the Christmas Hurdle where he was behind Sergino and Golden Ace. So 25-1 for that, and that kind of form behind that I think is cracking. And it's a massive, massive, massive price. So Celtic Dino and Mercia. OJ?
I concur. I absolutely love Celtic Dino in here, I must say. Now, the question is, how keen is Alex on Willful at the weights with Celtic Dino?
No, Willful's on the radar.
Not on the radar.
Willful's one of the two I'm looking at. I mean, he's £3 better off than the Welsh champion hurdle, and he was beaten 3 lengths. So, if one of them's there, the other one will be there as well.
Well,
all right, sorry, 3 3/4 lengths. All right, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so £3 better off for 3 3/4 lengths. Yeah, I mean, if one of them's there, the other one's going to be there. So if you're going to put one into an exacta, you might as well put the other one in. I think they've both gone up a lot, though, haven't they, this season, like handicap wise? So I don't know if they would both, or if either of them would have enough in hand to win the race. One I would look at a little bit. I'm not sure if she's further down. I'd have a look at Paul Nicholls' Jubilee Alpha. It was thought that she would improve for a step up in trip this season at up to 2.5 miles because the way she sort of used to run. But I think if anything, she's one of those horses where she looks like she'll stay further when she runs over 2, but she doesn't. She's like a really sort of strong finishing 2-miler. This will be her first race over 2 miles this season. I think she's got quite a nice chance, particularly if they go off like the clappers and she could be sort of cruising just off the pace and trying to hit the frame from there. So yeah, that'll be my selection for this race. My main selection will be Jubilee Alpha.
You might be glad to hear that I mentioned before about the Mike Catamol Q&A that was on about 7 o'clock in the that other group, and yeah, he that's nice to hear. Keen on Jubilee Alpha for the county. Very. Can't remember exactly what he said. He said he was at Paul
fucking Nicholls'
yard last week, and yeah, there's a lot of confidence around that one.
Yeah, he said something about strong pace will suit OJ because a bit of a pulls a little bit, so strong pace will suit. I think was the main thing that he took out of it.
So yeah, bit of backing for yours there. Okay, Jonny.
Yeah, I mean, it's a county hurdle, isn't it? It's either Mullins or Skelton. They've pretty much farmed this race, don't they? Like Ian, I'm with Mercia all the way off 142. Only put up £3 by the British handicapper. Ran some eye-catching races this season. Just looks to have the right profile again from the Mullins yard. Like I say, he has some top horses in this race. He was 8th in the Fred Winter last year, so got a little bit of course experience there. Still interesting to see if Amsterdam goes in of top weight, doesn't it? He probably won't, but he's still in that moment, so we'll find out in a couple of days. Of the others, I've also got mentioned Bowen's on Fire, who we've backed all season, Ian, haven't we? Apart from, did you not back it at the DRF or something?
I did.
No, I was gutted.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I
um,
always back it, and I didn't.
I know, yeah, you do, don't you? And the other one was Tell Her the Name, which is a skeleton one. I haven't really delved into that one yet, but that's the one out there, the skeleton horses that I'd probably have a little flutter on once I've looked into it a little bit more. But I just think Mercia will win. I think she's got a great chance.
Lovely. So it could be a nice price at sixes, Johnny.
Yeah, very nice.
I've said to the KTDA guys that I think Gordon's got a jockey called Josh Williamson. I don't know if he's still got his claim or not. I said that to get, if he still has, to get him onto Bones on Fire.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody can let me. I'm not sure if he's got his claim or not.
Get in. Fulham.
Are you joking?
No, we're joking.
You
Got
bastard.
you, didn't I?
Forest have equalised though, OJ.
Yeah,
No, they haven't, have they?
yeah, too old.
Oh, Jesus, wept.
Desmond.
We're going down. We are definitely going down. Oh, my God. Right. We've gone off track.
Sorry.
One to go.
Want to go, yeah, that's my fault. No, Matty, did you have anything in the county, mate?
Go on.
No, not properly. I mean, I mentioned Jump Allen for the Coral Cup. If they decide to come here instead, then I'll take a look. That's the only thing.
Okay, lovely. Want to go then? Martin Pipe. Scotty Reds, bad night for Spurs fans. Do we have any here tonight? No, not anymore. I think this is the worst in 45 years of supporting them. Martin Pipe.
I think we should divert
Alex.
to Ian because Ian put up a very good case for a horse the other day and completely convinced me, and that's now my pick. So
Oh, he did.
Ian might be confused because he's probably put up a case for about 5 or 6 different horses, but I'm hoping the one at the bottom of the screen will.
No, no,
Oh well, it's the one at the bottom of the screen, so I'll let you go on that one.
I've got two. Okay. So, yeah, I'll be fairly quick. So the first one is a Pertemps. Got a low mark of 129. I know he's the favourite for Skelton. Won at Cheltenham in November meeting and was third behind Alberico Lord in the Lanzarote. And then Pertemps won at Newbury. I think he's got a 129, so he might just scrape in. The other one I've backed for some time that Alex has mentioned is Air of Entitlement for the De Bromhead team. And money is basically, I believe it's halved in price over the past week or so. It was 33-1, now 14-1. Won the Mayor's Novice last year. Has had a couple of runs. I think we know full well what the plan was to try and get the mark down. And I think it was quite telling the horse was only entered in this and the Old Coral Cup. So none of the Mayor's races at all. So they are my two. I'm very, very keen on Air of Entitlement, and a Pertemps will be my other selection.
Lovely. Thank you, Ian. So, Alex, swayed by...
Sounds about right, yeah. Ian put up a very good case, and sometimes you've got to go with it.
Lovely. We've a comment there from Scotty. Quelle histoire, such a plot, absolute lump job. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I've heard a few words today about that actually doing the rounds. I haven't backed it though.
What have you? What is taking your eye here then, Johnny?
Well, Ian's got one of them there, which was a Pertemps who I've been on for quite a while now. The other one that I'd already backed was Wendrock, but I was trying to look a little bit outside the box just before it came out, and I've ended up back with another Gordon Elliott horse, to be honest. Obviously, he's got a great record in this race. I think it was his only winner at the festival last year.
Yeah, Wadders.
With Wadders. And I think this one's gone right under the radar. OJ might like this one. It's 25-1, and it's called Timeless Treaty. If you watch his last race, he led off a really, really slow pace in a very small field, and he faded late on, just fell back through the field a little bit. But if you watch his race back in November in a much bigger field, a much stronger pace, he was a massive eye catcher in it, and that was over this distance. I just think he looks like a bit of a plot for this, but nobody's really talked about him. I just think he could be another Gordon plot to finish the week off. So yeah, I've had a little bit of 25-1 today just to boost my Martin Pipe squad, so to 3. So I think I'm probably done for that race now. But yeah, I just think just the way, if you watch that note, I think it's a November race, he just stays on really, really well off a much stronger pace, and that's what's caught my eye on him.
Lovely. Thank you, Johnny. Matty, anything in here?
Nothing that I'm going to put up, mate, because I haven't had a chance to have a look properly, so I'd just be saying a horse for the sake of it, so I'm not going to...
That's no worries. Okay. I've just caught my eye there, but I doubt. What sort of... What are you looking at? Bottom...
Give me two. I think it was 128, was it last year? Something like that? Let me have a look. Last year, 126.
Yeah.
See that, Johnny? Judge just said that Timeless Treaty's got an entry at Turles tomorrow.
Hopefully it doesn't run. It's only a week apart, isn't it? So, well, just over a week. So maybe
got
you could
one down
run
the
it
bottom
both.
of you, OJ, that you're keen on.
I can't. I keep coming back. I did mention it the other day. John Barber for Fergal, 128. I have been keeping an eye on this one. It really caught my eye a couple of weeks back. So if he sneaks in,
If he sneaks in, and if the other Fergal horse sneaks in as
Okay,
well,
boys.
a bit lower down, Geel, I would. Is it Seal Geel? Ian, you can pronounce this one for me. You're good at this one. Is it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Seal
No,
Geel.
yeah,
If that would
that's
sneak in
spot
as well,
on.
I think she'd have a great chance. I think
Yeah.
she was fourth in the DRF. She actually ran pretty well that day. The Irish horses she was up against that day, obviously the ones that finished ahead of her would have gone up in the handicap anyway, but also they'll get British tax. So it's like a double whammy, like a double thing in her favour. There she is, number 67. She'd need a few to come out, but yeah, but 126 got in last year,
40
Johnny.
to go out.
So the year before was 122.
Yeah, I know.
The year before that,
A lot of these are
126.
double bubble, aren't they?
She'd have been in the last 3 years. Just a little speculative one there.
wonderful. Right,
Ready for the
boys.
county and the Carl, so I'll say it for this. If John Palin goes here instead of the other two, I'll back
What was that, Matty? Sorry.
John Palin. It's obviously entered in here, the Coral and the county, but wherever it goes, I'll be...
Love it.
See this one, OJ, 66 to 1. Could be worth 50p.
50p.
Give it to me, OJ.
Right, 1 hour 18 in. Boys, do you want to give a best handicap fancy or
Best
your,
minute-
your best
Okay.
purple, or how do you want to do it? Okay.
I don't know what Ian's done there.
Malfunction, I've pressed the wrong button.
He was fiddling around because he loves a little fiddle.
Can't
I meant to stop the sharing. That's what I meant to do. Sorry, everyone.
No problem. No problem. Right. Okay.
So will this
we'll
be a
do
second video now, Ian?
It may do. I'll fix it together.
Okay, we did.
We'll do. Your nap and your each way.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go first,
Who
shall
wants
I?
to go first?
Go on,
I'll go
Ali.
first. My nap is back me or sack me. I think he's
Yeah.
got a great chance. And then my each way one, I'll go with Juby Ball for the Jack Richards.
Horse to follow for the season. Thank you, Alex. Johnny.
Yeah, I'll go Mercier as my nap, Kim Rock as my next best, and to make up a little tricksy, I'll throw in Stormheart in the Coral Cup.
All of that, Johnny. Thank you, Rayman.
If he runs, I know Matty be fuming, but I like Cocktail Divin for the Jack Richards.
Winning the Brown.
Oh, I know. If he doesn't run, my nap will be
Trust you have to have two naps.
no Zurich for the plate. Each way nap, I'll go with Celtic Dino in the county.
Lovely. And Matty.
Now, Kim Muir, Heracles Westwood, 12 to 1, and the each way will be Jump Allen wherever it runs, either in the County Coral or the Morning Pipe.
Lovely. Right. Well, thank you, boys. Thank you for everyone watching, whether they're live or not anymore. It's quite possible that nobody's watching at this point. But if you have
This is
watched,
the shortest
and you're
video we've
watching
ever done.
on the recording,
Before we go, OJ, I should have mentioned this earlier. We've got the competition. I'll just share the screen. We're going to do it slightly different to the other video. So again, thank you to Racing Tees. We've got another Cheltenham map hoodie. What we'll do again this time, so if you comment Racing Tees comp in the YouTube video as well, like the video. But I'll also put it on all the social media. So it'll be on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Again, just comment Racing Tees comp. and I'll put the instructions on the other social media channels. So another competition, and there'll be more chances to win something next week.
Lovely. Thank you, Ian. So yeah, thanks to everybody who's took part. Thanks once again to our sponsors, that'sgoal.com. Remember to go and check them out. All those free bets and the daily write-ups coming next week. And yeah, as usual, most of all, thanks to you boys. Brilliant input, really enjoyed it. Thanks Ian, Alex, Jonny and Matty. Thanks for joining us, Matty. Good to see you, buddy.
See you again in a couple of years, lads.
Yeah, great stuff, boys. And thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you all again soon.